Well, Dad needs to get going. I want you to try and stay out of trouble for me. Listen to your big sister.
Where are you going this time? Where?
I want to go with you!
Yeah, bring us with you!
We can leave him here, okay?
Hello everyone. Welcome back to Sansan, Best Anime Reaction. In the previous episode, everything erupted into chaos, and the scale of destruction was overwhelming. The power of Titans, combined with human hatred, created pure devastation. In this episode, I expect the consequences of that chaos to hit hard. Emotions will likely be intense: fear, anger, regret, and determination all mixed together. I'm especially curious to see how familiar characters interact after so much time has passed. This season is showing us the true cost of freedom and revenge. Let's continue with episode 6 and see how the aftermath shapes the battlefield.
So sorry. But no, I can't.
Hey, stop acting so selfish and behave yourselves. You're making this harder for him.
Fine. Try and help them to get along.
I will. Good luck with your work.
Thanks. All right. Goodbye.
See you soon.
Take back my present!
Darling.
I'm sorry. Take care of the kids. Let's go. Right. So if they attack, they'll do it during my speech, yes?
Nothing's guaranteed, sir, but that seems like the strongest possibility. Most of Marley's highest-ranked officers will be gathered for it. That's a rare occurrence. I should mention, in accordance with protocol, we're waiting to determine escape routes till later, lest the information should leak. I'll note that many VIPs will be arriving by carriage.
Got it. Seat the officers in a special section. Group them, preferably at the edge of the crowd.
Is this really what you want to do, sir?
We Tybers haven't just sat around enjoying ourselves. At least this generation hasn't. We've been at work, fostering relationships with the world's ruling class, improving people's perceptions of aliens, and keeping track of the events in Paradis Island. That said, we neglected to watch our backs. Before we knew it, our enemies had crossed the sea, when they were at our necks. I feared that we could find our throats slashed at any moment now. It's become clear that the infiltrators received help from within Marley. And the unsettling truth is that we still don't know who gave it. As you surely know...
Alright. Buckle up everyone, because this episode is the moment where Attack on Titan politely stops pretending its easiness into Season 4 and instead grabs us by the collar, shakes us violently, and says, "You ready for war?" Season 4, Episode 6 The Warhammer Titan is basically one long, chaotic, oh no moment, mixed with just enough dark humor and shock to keep your jaw permanently detached from your face. Let's walk through it together like old friends reliving shared trauma. We left off last episode with Eren Yeager crashing Willy Tybers' theatrical declaration of war like the rudest guest imaginable. 1 minute it's a dramatic speech, the next minute Eren is transforming into a titan in the middle of Liberio, obliterating the stage, the audience, and any remaining sense of peace. Episode 6 picks up right in the aftermath of that transformation, and immediately makes it clear. This is not a heroic charge. This is an invasion. Eren rises from the rubble as the attacked titan, surrounded by fire, debris, and screaming civilians. There's no triumphant music here, no heroic framing. Instead, the atmosphere is tense and uncomfortable. We're watching the same character who once swore to protect humanity now doing to others exactly what was done to his people. The show doesn't let us look away from that irony, and it hurts in the best, most emotionally devastating way. Enter the Warhammer Titan, and wow, what an entrance. Unlike most titans who burst out screaming and swinging, the Warhammer appears with elegance and menace. The female Tiber calmly emerges, encased in crystal, and suddenly forms massive weapons out of hardened titan flesh like she's browsing a supernatural armory. A hammer, spikes, crossbows, pillars erupting from the ground. This titan doesn't fight with brute force alone, but with precision and creativity. Right away, the fight between Eren and the Warhammer feels different from anything we've seen before. Oren charges in aggressively, confident after years of experience, but the Warhammer completely outclasses him in technique.
Our motherland Marley has many enemies, even within our own military. And if you want to smoke out your enemies, you light a fire beneath them. We know when and where the foe intends to attack us. That ought to give us the advantage. Unless you have a better one, this is the plan.
Even if we can't predict their moves, we're putting far too much at stake.
We're sacrificing incompetent officers. If the enemy's goal is to damage our military, then so be it. This is an opportunity. Start picking replacements now. The party will approve anyone you choose for your reformed military.
But, sir, so many will die.
And most will be Eldian civilians. They're the spawn of the devil, aren't they? Don't change on me now, Commander. You've ordered countless Eldians up and over to meet their deaths in a hellscape of barbed wire, landmines, and bullets. So these ones won't be wearing uniforms. That changes nothing. You just need to keep doing what you've always done.
Allow me to say one thing. This is no war. We don't know our enemies, their goals, or how they plan to attack us. When they make their move, the crowd surrounding you will erupt in chaos. Lord Tiber, if we go forward with this, and use you to bait the enemy, I doubt I'll be able to protect you. They'll do whatever it takes to make sure that you die.
Of course. I'm prepared for that. Unless I stand on that stage, the world will not take notice. There must be officers, ambassadors, and journalists from around the globe in that audience. And crucially, the Eldian civilians who are killed, myself included, must be mourned by all. As victims of an unforeseen attack. If I escaped while my people died en masse, the world would not rally to our cause.
I fully believe the Eldian race was spawned by the devil. But I'm just as sure that we're devils ourselves.
She counters his attacks with perfect timing, skewers him through the abdomen, and pins him to the ground like an insect on display. It's a brutal reminder that while Oren has grown strong, the world still contains enemies who know how to deal with titans like him. And here's where the episode starts layering in its deeper themes. The Warhammer Titan represents something Oren has never truly faced before. A Titan shifter who has been polished by privilege and preparation. The Tiber family has lived comfortably, respected, even revered, while holding one of the 9 Titans. They didn't grow up starving behind walls. They weren't hunted, they were trained, and that contrast shows in every calculated move the Warhammer makes. Oren struggles, gets impaled again, nearly decapitated, and for a moment you might actually think, wait, is he losing? And then, because this is Attack on Titan, the episode answers with a resounding, yes, but not for long. Just when things look dire, the episode pulls off one of its most hype reveals. The Survey Corps arrive. Cue the music, cue the chaos, cue everyone at home yelling, "Let's go!" while simultaneously feeling morally conflicted about cheering. Mikasa rockets into view, slicing through Marleyan soldiers with her ODM gear, and the rest of the scouts follow like ghosts from a nightmare Marley never believed was real. This isn't a rescue mission. This is a coordinated military strike, and it's terrifyingly efficient. Mikasa's arrival is especially powerful. She lands next to Oren, scolds him mid-battle like an older sibling saying, "You're being reckless again," and then immediately proves why she's still one of the most dangerous humans alive. Their brief exchange is oddly casual considering they're standing in the middle of a burning city surrounded by corpses. That contrast, calm familiarity amid absolute destruction, really drives home how far these characters have come. What's especially fascinating is how the roles have reversed. Back in earlier seasons, Marley's warriors were the unstoppable invaders, and the scouts were desperate defenders.
Gabby! Uno! Get up! On your feet! Hurry!
Sophia?
Uno, you can't! Listen to me! Come and help me! You have to look this... Uno!
You fulfilled your duty as a Tiber, brother. I'm so proud of you.
Commander McGann! The Warhammer Titan is getting pulverized!
Commander! The warrior unit's got silence!
Colby and the rest of the brass are dead!
We start evacuating VIPs
We have to
now.
fall back before we're killed!
We need orders!
Commander!
Commander?
It was a harmless plea, but the first shot has now been fired. Our counterattack's begun. I never thought they'd make such a grand entrance. What's more, that looks to be the usurper of the founding Titan down there. The Attack Titan. We're up against Eren Yeager himself.
Just means he saved us a trip to the island. Get in position, men. Prepare for battle.
Understood, sir!
Jeez, what's all this commotion about?
Don't just stand there! We have to run!
No, I don't want any of you forgetting. The first attack that pierced the enemy came from my gun.
Shit! What is this? The whole town's like a battlefield!
Is he okay?
No. We need to get him to the hospital.
Oh no!
What the hell? Falco! Where are you?
Now, the scouts are the invaders, flying through city streets, slaughtering soldiers, and causing mass civilian casualties. The episode doesn't shy away from this. We see people crushed, buildings collapsing, families running in panic. The camera lingers just long enough to make sure we understand. This is what Eren chose. Meanwhile, the Warhammer Titan isn't done yet. Even with the scouts interfering, she continues to dominate the battlefield with terrifying creativity. She forms giant spikes that erupt from the ground, nearly killing Eren and impaling several scouts in seconds. This Titan's ability to manipulate hardened structures at will makes her feel less like a Mons Tear and more like a living weapon system. But then comes one of the smartest twists in the fight. Eren realizes something is off. The Warhammer Titan is incredibly strong, but she's not behaving like someone whose body is inside the nape. He notices the crystallized cord trailing into the ground and connects the dots. The real body of the Warhammer Titan isn't in the Titan at all. This revelation is huge, both tactically and thematically. Tactically, it gives Eren a way to win. Thematically, it reinforces the idea that the Tibers have always fought from a distance, pulling strings, controlling narratives, and avoiding personal risk whenever possible. Eren adapts, and this is where we see how dangerous he's truly become. He's no longer just reacting. He's analyzing, learning, and adjusting mid-fight. He abandons brute force and instead targets the crystal housing the Warhammer's human body. Even so, breaking that crystal proves nearly impossible, once again showing how advanced Marley's Titan research has become. At the same time, the chaos escalates. The Jaw Titan joins the fray, lunging at scouts, snapping at Eren, and generally making everything worse for everyone involved. The battlefield becomes a tangled mess of titans, soldiers, cables, explosions, and screaming. It's absolute madness, and the animation doesn't let up for a second. What really elevates this episode, though, isn't...
Okay, what's going on here?
Based on all the tremors, I think Titans must be fighting on the surface.
Wait, are you serious?
You have to admit that it would explain why that soldier trapped us down here. We need to join the fight quickly.
But how? The hell?
You're late!
Sorry, Pete. Are you two okay?
Yeah, throw us a rope!
On it! The Panzer unit. How'd they know we'd be here?
I thought Beardy looked suspicious, so I told them to follow us.
Back then?
There's something up with this soldier. Shadow us for a while.
A Titan attacked and killed Lord Tiber during his speech. For real?
The Warhammer Titan's keeping it occupied for the time being.
How far to the cart's armor?
It's back at HQ. We can equip it in 15 minutes.
Do it in 10!
Roger that.
I'm going on ahead.
Hold on, Porco. Don't rush in till you know it's your...
What the?
There's no way. How'd they get here?
This is our chance! We can finish off Eren Yeager here and now! If we strip them of the Founding Titan, they're finished!
Not so. If we kill the Founder, it will only postpone the problem. What we need is to have the Warhammer Titan eat it. Our mission is to make sure that happens.
Right, but sir, it's just... It doesn't actually look like the Warhammer's trying to eat it!
Look at that! The Warhammer's a monster!
The Attack Titan! The Warhammer wins!
That's him, Eren Yeager.
It's gonna finish him off!
Usurper, Eren Yeager. Before you die, you may utter your final words.
Just the action, it's the emotional weight underneath it. Interspersed with the fighting, we see Marleyan soldiers reacting in disbelief and horror. These people were raised to believe the devils of Paradis were barely human, primitive, and trapped behind walls. Now those devils are here, flying through the air with advanced gear, coordinating flawlessly, and dismantling Marley's military right in the heart of its own territory. There's a moment where a soldier realizes this isn't just an attack, it's a message. Paradis isn't hiding anymore. They're not waiting to be exterminated. They've stepped onto the world stage, and they've done it by force. Eren's internal transformation is just as important as the physical one. Unlike earlier seasons where he fought with rage and desperation, here he's cold, focused, and disturbingly calm. When Mikasa asks if he's okay, he responds without emotion. He's not fighting to survive anymore. He's fighting to achieve something, even if it means becoming the villain of someone else's story. By the end of the episode, Eren manages to subdue the Warhammer Titan, but not in a triumphant, fist-pumping way. It's more like a grim inevitability. Victory here doesn't feel good. It feels heavy. Earned, maybe, but at a terrible cost. And that's the brilliance of episode 6. It doesn't ask you to cheer blindly. It makes you question why you're cheering at all. You're excited to see familiar characters return, thrilled by the action, and impressed by Eren's growth. But you're also forced to confront the fact that he's now doing the same thing that traumatized him as a child. In a way, this episode is the moment Attack on Titan fully commits to its central question. Is freedom worth the price of becoming a monster? Season 4, Episode 6 doesn't answer that question outright. Instead, it drops us into the fire and lets us feel the weight of it. It shows us that wars don't have heroes, only survivors and victims, and sometimes those roles are interchangeable depending on where you're standing. So if you're watching this as a recap on YouTube, just remember, this episode isn't just about Titans punching each other. It's about perspective.
It's time, Mikasa. Glad to see that all of you made it.
Please, Eren, come home.
Our chain of command has been shattered. This is the ultimate test of our military strength. Cancel this special vigilance training at once. Bring that entire division down from the mountains. Call in the fleet as well, and bring in all 30,000 soldiers we have stationed to the east and west. I want the internment zone sealed off. Surround us. Don't let a single island devil escape, especially not the Founder. Go ahead and wreak havoc while you can. Your fate is sealed. This has gone exactly as Willie planned. The entire world now considers the Eldian Empire a threat, and every nation that lost government officials to this massacre is now a party to this war. This world can no longer risk letting them live. But you must have realized that going into this. Which means...
Damn devils! Fight! Shoot!
Idiots. Hey! Are you trying to burn down the whole internment zone? We need to try to keep civilian casualties to a minimum. Understand me, Flock? Everyone here is an enemy. These are just our enemies' homes. Don't forget what they did to us. The Titans who have been slaughtering our people for years came from here, right? They've been eating us alive. So they've got this coming and then some. Seriously, you have to stop thinking like that. Look there. He's telling us something, and we have to fight. We can't just cower behind our walls waiting for death to come. We need to fight like he does. Like devils.
Hey, Eren, you understand what you've done, don't you? You've killed so many civilians, innocent people, kids. There's no taking this
Power, and the terrifying realization that the cycle of violence doesn't end just because the roles have changed. And as we move forward, one thing becomes painfully clear: this war is only getting started. And before we end this episode, there's one detail that doesn't punch you in the face like a Titan's fist, but quietly sits in the background, and then absolutely wrecks you once you notice it. That detail is not Eren, not the Warhammer Titan, not even the scouts flying in like action movie heroes. It's the civilians, the normal people, the ones who don't transform, don't have ODM gear, and definitely did not sign up to be part of history today. Throughout this episode, the camera keeps cutting away from the cool stuff, the Titan fights, the explosions, the dramatic entrances, just long enough to show us terrified Marleyan civilians running through the streets of Liberio. Parents grabbing their children, soldiers screaming orders that don't matter anymore. People hiding behind walls that we, as longtime fans, know are completely useless. And that's not accidental. Attack on Titan is very deliberately forcing us to relive Season 1, but from the other side. Think about it. The falling debris, the collapsing buildings, the sudden appearance of an unstoppable Titan in the middle of a city. All of this mirrors the fall of Shiganshina almost beat for beat. The difference is that this time, the Titan isn't smiling mindlessly or rampaging without purpose. This time, the Titan has a face we know. A face we once rooted for. Eren doesn't chase civilians. He doesn't laugh. He doesn't even look at them. And somehow, that makes it worse. Because this isn't rage. This is intent. One of the most chilling aspects of Episode 6 is how Eren completely ignores the human cost around him. Not because he's unaware, but because he's already accepted it. Civilians are dying not as a tragic accident, but as a calculated consequence. Just like when Marley attacked the walls and told themselves it was necessary for the greater good. This is where the episode quietly asks the viewer an uncomfortable question. If you hated Marley
Back.
It's not over, Mikasa.
That's impossible. I blew up the nape of its neck.
And I crushed its nape with all my strength. Yet it's still alive. I think I get it now. The Warhammer Titan uses hardening to make whatever it needs. And it won't die no matter how much damage we deal to its neck. Mikasa, keep it occupied for me. If this works, I'll be able to eat the Warhammer.
I'm truly sorry, but we're overwhelmed as it is, and that child is already deceased.
No, wait! You haven't even looked at him yet!
If you're actually a warrior candidate, then wake up and look at reality.
Doctor, we need you.
Right, on my way.
Gabi, you should go find your family. I'm not sure if anywhere's safe, but get as far from the plaza as you can. I just need to track down Falco.
I'm going to. Because I don't get why Udo and Sophia needed to die.
Wait! It's not safe, Gabi!
Hey, stop! You're heading straight into a war zone, kid! Gabi, what are you doing here?
Oh, it's you two. I'm ready to fight, so let me pass.
Stop acting like a stupid brat. Find your family and lay low. What the? We're under attack! Where from? Above us! Oh, shit. Start running and jump. Son of a...
Oh my god.
The street's blocked off. Let's go, Sasha.
Slow down. You forgot that we need to set a lamp out, Connie.
Oh, right. We've stalled their reinforcements. What about the lights?
All of them are in place now.
Are things going all right? They are for now, at least.
for what they did to Parody. What does that make Eren now? And the genius part? The show doesn't answer for you. Instead, it gives us shots of Marley and children staring in horror at the sky, watching soldiers and titans tear their world apart. Sound familiar? It should. We've seen that exact expression before, on Eren's face, on Mikasa's, on Armin's. The cycle isn't just repeating. It's perfectly synchronized. Even the scouts, who arrive with triumphant energy and iconic music, are framed differently here. Yes, they're efficient. Yes, they're impressive. But they're also terrifying. To the people of Liberio, these aren't heroes reclaiming their freedom. They're monsters descending from the sky, cutting down anyone who gets in the way. And here's the cruelest part. The scouts know this. Mikasa, Armin, Jean, they aren't celebrating. There's no joy in their expressions. They move like soldiers following orders, not like kids chasing a dream of freedom. They understand that once you cross this line, you don't get to pretend you're morally clean anymore. Eren, especially, embodies this shift. He doesn't give speeches. He doesn't shout about justice. He barely speaks at all. His silence is the loudest statement in the episode. He's already accepted that in order to protect his people, he has to become the thing the world fears. Not the devil Marley described, but a real one. And that's why this episode hits so hard when it ends. There's no victory pose, no sense of closure, just destruction, smoke, and the realization that the story we're watching is no longer about survival. It's about consequence. Attack on Titan Episode 6 doesn't want you to feel comfortable cheering. It wants you to feel conflicted. Excited, yes, but uneasy. Because now you understand something the characters have already realized. Once you start a war like this, there is no side that gets to call themselves innocent anymore. And as the dust settles over Liberio, one truth becomes painfully clear. The world is about to remember the name Eren Yeager. Not as a victim, not as a hero, but as the beginning of a brand new nightmare.
If we can take that thing out soon, we'll be fine. But that's a big if. Looks like anything could happen at this point. The only way to find out what will come next is to make it out of this mess alive. So focus.
Something abnormal about the way the Warhammer materialized. It was the first time I'd seen a Titan form from the feet up. Not from its neck, but from beneath the stage it was standing on. So that's where its body is.
About to get eaten.
This is the moment I've been waiting for. I'm taking the Valor right now. Why can't I bite? Wait, could that be him? Is that Ackerman? I need to fall back. What the hell? Can't you see I'm a Titan? Are a bunch of humans really about to come and kill me? No, they're not humans. They're devils.
The Devils of Paradis. Marley's warriors have met their match in these soldiers who soar through the air. Gabi and Falco cry out to Reina. Will he hear their pleas? Next episode, Assault.
Thank you so much for watching this video on General Sansan Anime. I really appreciate you spending your time here and sharing this anime journey with me. If you enjoyed this reaction, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any upcoming videos. Your support truly means a lot and helps the channel grow stronger every day. I'll be back very soon with more exciting reactions, emotional moments, and unforgettable anime scenes for all of us to experience together. Until next time, take care, keep enjoying anime, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.